Hey y'all, I just wanted to jump on really quick because I am so sick and tired of these whiny, crying men. I am just so sick of these men coming in my comments crying and whining about how they need us to support them and, 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 and I'm just so sick of it. Like, how do you as a man open up your mouth making $30,000 a year, but you want to open up your mouth and talk about how we should be glad for you? What? Like what? This is before taxes. Before taxes. So in other words, he gonna bring home maybe 15,000. So in my community tab, I posted about, let me go ahead and read it just for those of y'all who didn't get it today yet. Okay. Check the community tab, y'all. It goes down in my community tab. And so the post says the young lady went to some camp and she had to choose she got a job making $80,000 a year and let me just read it. She had to create a resume and do a job interview. She got a job as a marketing manager making 80K a year. She was mad that she didn't get the household CEO position because a white boy did. Now she has to pay expenses for a family of four. Her husband and their two kids. Her husband make $30,000 a year. She is pissed. They had to create their own budget based on their salary. She put 11K in savings and 35 up for retirement. Baby, you can't do that. You can't do that's too much money. You're not going to be able to survive because the man ain't bringing no money home. She chose the small apartment over the house because they don't need a lot of space. You do need a lot of space. When you have kids, you need space. Every child, especially in this generation, deserves a home, whatever home that is. Comfort. Okay, again, if you live in New York, that's an apartment. If you live over any other part of the country, that's a house. Okay, I'm on my brother every day. Get that boy out of that apartment building and buy that boy a house. The boy is almost off to college. She put 11K in savings and 35K up for retirement. She chose a small apartment over the house because they don't need a lot of space. You do. They eat out at Chick-fil-A once a year for $35. Girl, Chick-fil-A for myself is $40, okay? She only bought shirts for the kids, no pants. I cried. She bought herself a car and bought her husband a bus pass so he could find another job while she goes to work. I cried again. She currently at the table crosses stuff off her grocery list. Off her grocery list. Kids just waste stuff. This is one of the best decision I've ever made. Okay. And so my question was, why did she choose the husband that only makes 30 per year? We have to teach our girls to choose better husbands at such a young age. She knows that she's the breadwinner. Shaking my head. I'm devastated. And so this was a workshop that they were doing. But the reason why I posted it is because even though it was a workshop, that's a lot of women's story. It's a lot of, especially women of color stories. And so we have this man that came in the comment that kind of pissed me off. That's why I had to jump on. And the reason why y'all didn't get married at first sight is because yesterday I felt my throat tingling a little bit. So I started medicine up. And that's why this morning I got up, I just couldn't. My throat was still feeling a little bit on fire. So I said I wasn't going to do it. I was just going to take the day and, fix up my throat. Oh, he deleted the comments. There you go. Wait a minute. Okay, and so his comment is so a man has to make 1 million or six figures a year. This gender war is getting old. Just find out about each other from the get-go. That's for both sides. He deleted one of his comments. Let me go ahead and read it because I took a screenshot because I knew he was going to delete it. Okay, because it was stupid. Okay. Um So I responded, either you're pick me, sure, Dustin, because the name I couldn't figure out who said anything about six figures or a million. And the comment he deleted was, I'm a man. It's not interested in gender war. Dustin pick me should turns feel the gender war. She should find out what his job is from the get-go, vice versa. And I said thus to that, no provider man would be okay with making 30K and his woman being the breadwinner. Okay. And so he's this what pissed me off, okay? This what upset me. This what I said, let me jump on here. I was laying on the couch with little Michael today. Y'all see little Michael here go, oh my God. He said, all I'm saying is I support brothers that work hard every day on their jobs. I would never shame them for making 30 or even 25 if they're not doing nothing illegal. I support them. And he responded, I think the comments are mixed. He deleted some of the comments. I said, no, that's not what you said. You asked if he had to make six figures or be a millionaire if she's making six figures. So this girl is making 80,000. This man is making 30,000. But your problem is asking if she's making 100K. And I said, well, she can go drive Uber and make 20K. That will put her 25K, put her over 1K, 100,000 to make 100K. I know lots of people that make 25K in Uber last year. And no, we don't take care of men on this channel. Also, I said nothing about the man in my initial comment. And then I said the man who needs to be supported financially should not get married. My focus was on her because that's what I've been yelling. Oh, I wasn't showing y'all. I've been yelling and screaming over here is teaching our young girls to choose better. Okay, this was a workshop, but the reason why I post this is because this is men and women's story. I was just talking to somebody this week and I told her, you better tell him to go drive Uber. You can't be sitting your ass at home not doing anything. He done lost his job, can't get no other job. Granted, we're living in a pandemic, okay? And if you've been with me, you know what I said about a pandemic. I told her, tell him he needs to go drive Uber. The girls at my job that either they're single or they empty nesters, a lot of empty nesters, they're home by themselves. After they leave my job at either 3 o'clock, 3:30 or 4 o'clock, 4:30, usually it's 3:30, they go drive Uber. My girlfriend that we went in together, she made $25,000 driving Uber last year in a pandemic. So can you imagine when it's not a pandemic? Okay. So I'm just really tired of the men over here crying. Here's this girl making 80K, but your issue is why can't she just be happy with his 30K and is she making six figures? No, she not. But she making about 3-4 times what this man is making. You might as well say 3 times. And here is the problem. Here is the problem with these men who, I don't need you to support me. That's why y'all need to read 23,000 Guys. You mind me? And the builder males and the homosexuals. Here's my problem with these men who did not do the work, can't do the work, can't figure out how to become a man, can't figure out how to create income. These same men who cannot figure out how to make an extra $10, $15, $20, $25,000 want you to submit, respect, and honor. They can't figure it out, but they want you to figure it out for them. And then put them as the head of the house, and then you need to submit. Make it make sense to me. If you are not able to provide for me and my kids and figure out how to create more income and figure out how to make my life easier, sir, you cannot be the head of my home. You cannot. Let me tell you. Let's talk to somebody. I said, that angry black, I gotta look up if there's a book. That angry black woman statement, it's a true thing. I really do think they need to add that on the insurance. Because you know why a lot of women are angry? It's because y'all been doing it yourselves. You have a grown man laid up in the house and he's incapable of doing anything. You're working too, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they work two, three jobs, come home, have the kids, do the homework, watch the kids. I don't know. I don't know. So we have overtime at my job. My supervisor don't even bring me the paper. She know I don't do no overtime. I don't need it. And I feel so sorry for the mamas. And I was talking to somebody, I say, we're talking about what the kids are doing for the summer. I said, oh, little Michael, we're gonna do tutoring for the summer. He's going to summer school, summer program. They have a summer program. He's going to that. We're going to do tutoring, and he's going to do STEM for a month, and he's going to do self-defense. Oh, coding ninja. He want to do coding ninja. So we're going to do all those things for him. And so the person said to me, y'all just have so much money to waste. Because I said, I'm bringing him tutoring. I said, what you mean waste? Girl, where you wasting money in tutoring? I said, you know what the white people do? Only black people do that. Say that. With white people, when their kids start having a little problems, they bring them to tutoring. Us beat them and tell them they're lazy and to study harder. And I've been saying to my husband, I'm going to bring it to tutoring because my neighbor was telling me that there's so many kids having issues with the math. The third and fifth graders, something about third and fifth grade having issues with the math. So when I went to do Michael consultation, black woman, ain't no black kids. Little Michael's the only little black boy up there. All the other kids are white, waiting for their turn. Okay. And so I was asking her about how did the pandemic affect the kids? And he said, she said the kids are 2 years behind. And I said, 2 years behind? How is that possible? She said, because the kids in the United States, anyways, are already behind. And so the pandemic added to them being behind. So then I asked her, is it harder for the kids that's been there or for the kids like little Michael? She said it's the kids that's already been there because they're already behind. Little Michael he's just starting out. Okay, he's just starting out, so it's not as hard as hard for him because I taught Lexi to read on hooked on phonics. I still have my hooked on phonics set that I taught Lexi to read. I taught little Michael to read with that. But what I noticed when I went to his school, that he goes to a private school, well, how hooked and phonics teach, the school don't teach like that. So, for example, the word bat, right? So, hooked and phonics, the way you sound it out is bat. So that's how he knows to read, right? Well, the school don't do that. The school said B-A-T, bat. And so I realized he's struggling a little bit. And we're readers here. We read every day. My husband, we read every day. And he's doing well. As a matter of fact, we went to the consultation. The lady said, oh, he did very well. He did very well. And I was sitting there. He was reading and everything. I say, I still want him to do it for the for the summer. See, a lot of people, they fight about. Do you remember the black church? They always talk about how it was bad to have money. And I always shook my head. I shook my head because it's because they don't have it. And they don't realize that's why you're so angry. You're full of stress. You're always tired. You're sick. You can't go to the doctor because you're not able to. When you have lack, it causes a lot of stress in your head. And this poor woman and a lot of women, a lot of married women, a lot of your boyfriends and girlfriends, you're angry because he's not doing his part. Right? And deep down on the inside, the man you're laying down is supposed to be taking care of you. And that makes you angry. And that causes you to struggle. And another reason a lot of women, and I'm writing a book on this, has an issue with submission is because y'all married these men you cannot submit to. I wouldn't submit. I wouldn't submit to some man that's making 30,000. I'm making 80,000. You can't even pay the mortgage with that. If you're making 30,000 after taxes, I just say cut it in half. Because when I get my paycheck, it's half. Granted, I have other stuff coming out. You have your retirement, your insurance, you have union and stuff coming out. And then he's not even able to provide for you, but then this vinaigrette wants you to submit and to honor and to respect and to adore him, and he can't even put a roof over your head. That makes you angry. I understand. This is why a lot of women come over here and they have an issue with my content. My content is hard for them because all they know is struggling. They don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. See, I didn't come up struggling. I lived a pretty decent life. It was okay. We wasn't struggling. We didn't have everything we wanted, but we lived a very comfortable life. I don't know what it means to struggle when I was living with my parents. I struggled when I was 16 when I had Lexi, but I knew what my life was supposed to be. So a lot of women come over here, they have issue in my content. And Nicole, she shared one of my videos about my 23,000 guys in a marriage group. We're in that marriage group. And so one lady she said, girl, you must have been writing to some young girls that don't know men. And I asked, how many times you been married? She been married 3 times and been living with a boyfriend for 7 years. And I said, you don't think you need my book? Apparently you don't know. You don't understand it, ma'am. Anyways, I'm really tired of it. And ladies, I'm telling you, don't marry these men because I'll give you 3 months. I give you 3 months and you're going to be crying. Oh, I'm tired. I'm strong. I can't. My husband, and now we've been married 9 years. My husband not one time said anything to me about respect or submit. He's never used those words. And I asked that, Michael, how come you never said nothing about submission? She said, well, I don't need to. Why do you think I need to bring up submission? You know why? When your husband is doing what he's supposed to do, when he's playing his role, when he's being the 23rd Psalm 23 husband, when he is the prepared husband and he's doing everything he's supposed to do, it's like a well-oiled machine. And I am not saying we don't have our issues. I shared in the video the other day where I was talking to him about the house and the mortgage rep and what the realtor said, and I felt like he was a little bit dismissive, and I had to call the marriage counselor because after a week it was still bothering me. And then he texted me, oh, I called Doc and I told him about this that you did, and I was like, I forgot I did that. I did something, and we kind of laugh at it now. And I said, you know what, Mike, you was right. I was wrong to do that, okay? Because I know how to get my husband, okay? I know how to get him. So I'm not saying we don't have issues, but I'm just saying money, finances is the number one reason for divorce, ladies. Make sure it's right before you get married. Make sure, and I'm going to do another video because some of y'all foolish women think your money is for you to go shop. If you want to get married and have a prepared husband so you could go shop and spend all your money shopping, you are not ready to be a wife. And please do not call yourself the virtuous woman. You are a foolish, stupid woman, because Proverbs 14 talks about a woman build a house with her hand. I'm not saying you can't shop, but all your money should not go towards shopping. Where's your savings? Where's your emergency fund? Where's the college fund for the kids? Where is the money if something happened to your husband? You can say, we don't got to worry about it. We're good for 6 months to a year. Okay, when that hurricane happened with our truck and my husband was talking to me about taking some money out to put it down, but he didn't even know how much money he was like, I didn't know we had that much. That's right, because I'm saving. That's my responsibility. He paid the bills with his income. My income goes towards our savings. I'm packing that thing. You understand? Every money I get, I'm throwing it at our savings and our emergency fund because, like my grandmother said, there's always gonna come a rainy day, baby. There's always gonna be a rainy day, so you need to prepare. I have to go. If you don't have 23 types of guys, pick that up for me. But yeah, I just had to come on, girl, because I'm just annoyed at these. And we know over here, Dusty is not about a man's income. Okay, we know. I didn't even being a Dusty is not about a man's income. And if you want to know who a Dusty is, Gil is a Dusty. And let me just say for y'all that's in your feelings, in 14 seasons, 13 in 13 seasons of watching Married at First Sight, I have never called a man Dusty. Let's go back 7, 8 years because I've just learned that term in the last 7 years. I've never called a man a Dusty because I've never seen a Dusty on the show. I have to go, beloved. Let me know what you think. I'm just so I'm just so tired of it, girl. I'm just so I'm just so tired of it. And what bugs me is you can't pay my rent. You can't pay my mortgage, but I'm supposed to submit to you. You're supposed to be the head. Oh, hell no. We both gonna be the head of this house. We gonna be, you can't pay for this house you want to be the head of. You're not gonna be the head. We both gonna be heads, okay? Both of us, we're gonna have two heads in my exercise thing. I need to lose weight. I have to go, y'all. Love you. Bye. Be sure to subscribe to my Patreon. Bye.